Hello, welcome to the show. I'm up in Amberino again. You take the Colter fast travel point from Valentine for $2, and it will get you up by this NPC Flaco Hernandez. And he's offering me an on the hunt mission today. I'm going to use it to earn some gold while I'm doing some other hunting. I'm going to stack up some pelts, fill my satchel up with some meat, and I'm going to kill the equivalent to a legendary grizzly bear, all for 24 gold bars, $56, and 690 XP in 32 minutes and 45 seconds. Comes out to 0.44 gold bar, $103 and 1270 XP per hour. It's not the best rate on any of those levels, really, but you know, I'm having fun doing it. And if you enjoy hunting up here, you might as well get a little bit of gold mixed in with the cash that you're earning off of these other animals as well. So I really had to kind of sneak around that area there to prevent starting the mission timer. And you see on the radar there was a blue blip that just appeared on my radar a moment ago. I'm running over to see where he's at. I'm really hoping he doesn't go into that mission area, because if another player goes into my mission area, he'll start the timer. And ideally, we don't want to start that timer for 10 minutes and 30 seconds once we are done talking to Flaco. Now you can see the timer just started though. I'm not even anywhere near it. So that means another player entered the area and triggered my timer to start. Now, normally why we would want to wait 10 minutes and 30 seconds is you want the mission to last 30 minutes. This will get you 0.28 gold, 620 XP, and $28 out of the mission. So if you wait 10 minutes and 30 seconds before you trigger the timer, then during the last 30 seconds when the timer turns red, you will have passed the 30-minute mark. At any point during the last 30 seconds, you can just go ahead and turn it in. If you wait just 10 minutes, then you would literally have to turn it in at the very last second in order to hit 30 minutes. So you want to wait 10 minutes and 30 seconds before you start the timer. But sometimes it'll start because somebody else has gone into the area. I don't know who's over there. It doesn't really matter at this point. I would have tried stopping someone from going in there, but now that they have, the damage is already done, I'm not going to go try and seek revenge on them. I'm just going to see if I can get some pelts and some meat in my satchel before I have to go work on the rest of the mission. And I am a little concerned because I haven't really done a lot of on the hunt missions during this update. I'm not really sure if I'm going to be able to keep these pelts or not after the mission. So this, in a sense, is kind of a test. But at the same time, I know I'm going to be able to keep the meat. So it's not going to be a total loss if I don't get to keep the pelts. But fortunately, I find out at the end of the mission, I do get to keep the pelts. And also, someone mentioned in my last video to me, because I was talking about how when I fast travel, I will lose stars on the carcasses. Okay, everybody, this is important to know. When you fast travel, if you get off your horse, then it will preserve the quality of the carcasses that you have stowed on your horse. So don't fast travel while you're on your horse. Get off the horse and then fast travel. Then when you get to the other side, your carcasses will retain their quality and you'll get more money out of them. I do test that at the end of this video when I fast travel into Valentine in order to sell my goods. I have a perfect buck carcass, and it fast travels just fine because I wasn't on my horse. So that's really good to know. I hope that works for you on PS4 as well. I'm on Xbox. I know it works on Xbox. Let me know if it works on PS4. Now here I'm going to pick up a fox. You want to use the repeater on foxes. So I'm looking for it. I saw it earlier. I need a stringy meat. I know I ate some earlier. I like to try and keep myself full on all my meats. I don't know why, I just do for some reason. Like when I'm hunting, I'll try and have that meat already cooked in my satchel, and then I can eat whatever it is I'm hunting. And then after the hunt, I can go cook and replace everything I ate during that hunt. So now that I'm hunting deer and sheep, I'll try and eat mutton and venison. But also, since I often am farming animal fat on ducks and geese, I'll pretty regularly eat game meat and plump bird meat as just like my go-to. Because I know anytime I go PvP, I'm going to be going back and I'm going to be getting some more game meat and some more plump bird meat. So that's one of my go-tos first. But if I really need to fill those cores up, now that I'm in the venison and mutton area, I'll be eating those and, you know, just try and save the big game meat for when my core is red. And then I'll just use the big game meat. So this bear, you saw how many shots I put in the head. Oh, is like 4 shots, and I think like 3 of them were headshots and 1 of them was a body shot. That's like a legendary animal. Now, if you take the carcass to sell to the butcher, you're not going to get, you know, no legendary benefits. This is actually a poor carcass because I shot the animal so many times. But they're beefed up like they have the hit points of a legendary animal. So here we get 0.24 gold. I ranked up to level 167. Didn't catch the XP there. I think it was like 400 and something XP. Now, if this would have gone the full 10 minutes and 30 seconds before the mission, we would have seen a higher payout. And there we go. My pelts are still on my horse. I'm going in the inventory just to double check and make sure they're there. And they're all there. So I'm really happy to see that. And I'm going to work my way back to the fast travel point. And on the way, I'm going to take out a couple more deer and a ram. I think I get 3 more kills here on the way back to the fast travel point. Maybe even 4 kills. I'm not sure. We'll see here in a moment. Just skin them up. Throw the pelt on. There is a trick to putting the pelt on the horse too, is right as you're holding down the X button, or I guess it would be the square button on PS4, then you try and pull your character away from the horse and it will just, it's hard to explain, but if you time it just right and you pull your character away from the horse as you're holding down the button, then it won't go through the animation of stowing the pelt on your horse. So you can kind of skip that, makes it a little quicker. And, get these 2 kills here. Missed that shot. I'm not going to take another at that range. I'll move up on it some. I love this area, how you can like actually hunt animals. You know, you get into some other areas with all the heavy woods and the greenery and so much darkness. It's really easy to lose an animal. Now, I kicked that buck to finish it off because it was a 1-star. I'm not going to lose any stars on it, and I'm already full on venison. So at that point, I'm just skinning it for the 1-star hide and the antlers. And since I only get 1 antler on it, regardless of how many stars, I'm not going to stand there and just wait for it to die. I'll just kick it to death and skin it up. So you can see there I just fast traveled to Valentine for $2. Now I did figure a $4 loss for travel into these wages on what we earned here. So if you weren't counting the $4 travel time, I would have actually earned $60.05. But since I spent $4 in travel, I deducted that because I felt that it was appropriate to do so. I wasn't full on venison, it looks like. I could have used a little more venison. But that's okay. You know, you don't really have to fill up every time. The idea here is, you know, just go out, make a couple bucks, have some fun. And I ran over to the fire and cooked up what meat I could. And this is what I had left over. I only cooked one piece of meat, one string of meat. Then I'm going to go over and eat some of this stew too, because, you know, free food's great. And this stew will fill your cores back up for your next hunt. Then I'm going to finish my crafting and move on to the next one. I appreciate you coming in. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe. I'll catch you next time. Until then, happy hunting and happy trails.